Hey, what's up, everybody? Christian Alva here, and today I wanted to make this video more or less because I was reading something the other day. It was a book that was given to me, and it it was basically a book about success and whatnot. But the thing was I was reading through it, and I came across a specific part or chapter that I think it was called "Winning the Game" or "Taking it Inch by Inch" or something like that. And what it did is it reminded me of have you ever seen the movie Any Given Sunday with Al Pacino and I forget who else is in there, but Al Pacino. I think one of the Wayans brothers, or Keenan, I don't know, but one of them guys. But doesn't matter. But Al Pacino was in there, and he gives a talk. If you don't know what the movie's about, it's a movie about football and a team. And so, anyways, Al Pacino's the coach, and he gives a speech near the end of the movie because basically his team's getting their ass kicked. And so he comes out with a speech that basically talks about that the game is not won, in a short term period, or it's not really won by the ball being thrown, from one end zone to the other the whole game. More or less, the game is won by inches. So, what I was thinking was, how many of us, tend to forget about that? How many of us don't even know that really, life is more or less based on taking things in small steps. How many times have you ever set a goal and you don't ever achieve it? And the reason is really because, more or less, because you're not taking the steps very casually, or excuse me, not casually, but you're taking the steps, very largely. You're trying to go real fast, when you should be planning out a day by day action. You know what I mean? So, I think a lot of us forget that and don't know. And it's very important to set goals in order to achieve something. I mean, I know that you all have goals. We all have goals, things we want to accomplish in life, whether it's school or a certain kind of income or a relationship or a car, anything. We all have goals. Everybody has goals. Not one person in this world does not. All right. So the thing is you need to remember that if you take the small steps to get there, you're actually going to get there. Whereas if you try to, take these leaps and bounds, so to speak, and not really have a plan of action, more than likely you're not going to achieve, your goal. And if you do achieve it, you're not going to achieve it, by the date or the deadline that you kind of set. You know what I mean? So what I'm really making this video for, since I was reading this book, was I was actually going to present a challenge to you guys. Now, what I'm going to Vegas this coming Friday. All right, so I thought of a way. I was like, well, what can I challenge you guys to do that will be a short-term goal, but on the other hand, it'll kind of be hard to do. And it doesn't require any money, and it doesn't require really any time. All it really requires is mindset and heart. That's all it really requires. And those two things alone, if you have those two things alone, you can do anything you want. I don't care if you don't have any money, if you don't have any time. The heart and the mind will outbeat both those things. Okay, so what I'm going to challenge myself to do is, and I expect you guys to do the same thing if you're going to take up this challenge. But what I'm going to do, since I'm going to Vegas on Friday, is I'm going to lose 5 pounds. Okay? I'm going to try and lose more than that, but at least 5 pounds. Now, today is Monday, so I really have 4 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. right? 4 days to lose 5 pounds. So, do the math. It's nearly a pound a day. Okay, so pound and a quarter actually. But what I challenge you guys to do, if you guys want to do the same thing, you're more than welcome to. But it can be as easy as something like, okay, I'm gonna give up fast food for a week. Cause I'm guilty as all you guys. I eat fast food and junk food too. So and I know that it's super convenient to do, and sometimes it tastes good depending on where you go. But I know it's hard to do. So that's just one thing you could do. Give up if you can't lose 5 pounds. If you don't think you can lose 5 pounds, then at least do something like don't eat junk food for a week. Because that's a really hard thing to do. I know it is. It's hard for me to do. Okay, so that's a challenge. Now, what I want to show you is I want to show you some proof that I'm going to lose 5 pounds, because this is not just about talking it. This is about walking it, right? So right now, I'm going to go on the scale. Let me disconnect you. Let me go on the scale. Let me take off my shoes. All right, here's a scale. All right. All right, it says 169.8. All right. Now, give or take, I have some shirts on and stuff, but it's all good. So 169.8, right? 169.8. All right, so we're gonna get to 164.8. I'll even try to do 163.8 by Friday morning. So I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna show you that you can do anything you want. Like I said, if you can do this, you can do anything you want. I'm a true believer in setting small goals to obtain something bigger. And if you set your mind to it and your heart to it, you're going to do it. That's one of the problems of people just look around you. Look how many people around you don't set any goals. They just keep doing the same crap over and over, the reoccurring problem. And it's because they're not willing to put their mind and their heart into it to make a change. This is something really easy. It's like the easiest thing you can do that doesn't require any time or taking any time out of your day, any extra time out of your day, and no money. You can go on a diet and not spend any money. All you have to do is eat better. Eat better. Maybe go for a walk, go for a run every day. It doesn't really take that much more. If you are putting a little more time, it's because you're going for a 30-minute or a 30-minute jog or a 30-minute walk. All right, 30 minutes out of your day. 30 minutes is a lot of time. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure you can make that sacrifice if you're willing to make some big changes in your life. Okay. So anyway, guys, I challenge you guys to do this, and I would like you to put a comment under this video stating if you're up for the challenge. Put a comment under this video and say, what you're going to do. Are you going to go on a diet? Are you going to lose some weight? Are you going to take fast food out of your life for a week? Whatever it is, you set the goal for this week. All right. And then at the end of the week, I'm probably going to post another video. Well, I will post another video on the outcome of my goal. And then you guys can either post your outcomes on your profile or under my next video or something like that, okay? All right, guys, take care. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Peace.